I have so many horror, horror stories. So I was force injected against my will at the age of 5 years old. I made the mistake after they wore down my spirit. The spirit realm kept telling me, don't do it, don't do it. And it was just all this pressure, to do it. So I make the mistake of getting in the van and sitting in the chair. But then Spirit spoke to me again and said, get up, because it was extremely serious. This was going to damage me in some serious way. And so um, then I was like, no, I can't do this. I tried to get up. Literally, mother, my own mother, who's supposed to care for me, love me, as humanity has done for, I honestly don't remember how long, but humanity's been around for a very long time before these structures of society, before these governmental rules, religion rules. And the more that I've asked the questions that need to be asked, the questions that this controlled opposition, religion, and government, with their many different controlled oppositions, their cults, they keep deceiving people. Apparently, like Kate. I have a little bit of a feeling about Kate. It's just not very clear yet. But I can tell you about David Icke. In March of 2020, I was like, the shit that I uncovered, that the people that I didn't realize who lied to me, Elon Musk, Grant Cardone. I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. I don't know. It's like a little bit emotional for me. All of the billionaires, I would say, all of the millionaires. I wouldn't say that anybody who's wealthy is evil, but it's very apparent that it is like 99% of them. So Donald Trump, you know, and it's like I'm having to deprogram myself and having to get down to the thing of, as long as I'm not hurting anyone mentally or physically, what's the harm in what I do, you know? And that is the definition of good and evil. If you're doing something that's not hurting someone else mentally or physically, what's the issue? So from that moment on, I was like, I am not obeying I'm not obeying government anymore. I left Jehovah's Witnesses in 2016. And to answer your question, yes, it was very difficult. Because very difficult cult. It's probably not a coincidence, right? I just keep realizing different things. I'm like, I wouldn't say that my third eye is opened or that I'm connected to the spiritual realm again. All I can do is just tell you what I know. And I know that Charles Taze Russell was a 33rd degree Freemason based upon, um, just the different, I don't want to say amount of evidence or amount of information, I'll say it that way, amount of information, because even Hitler said that, you can make a lie so big, have so much information out there, and so people are like, oh, this is true because there's more information on this versus this. So no, it's not that way. It's just that I came out of Jehovah's Witnesses. I saw all of the symbology of Freemasonry, and it was like the intuition, it was like the spiritual realm was trying to wake me back up whenever I heard different strange sayings. Like, that's old light, this is new light. Huh? What? I swear. Seems very, like, something's going off in there. My spidey senses are tingling, I'm like, what? And so, I know because they've used that symbology in Jehovah's Witnesses that they are Freemasons. That they are connected to the United Nations. They are connected to, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, Can't think of it. The Church of Latter-day Saints, Mormons. That's what it was, Mormons. Whatever reason they've seemed to change their tune. They prefer to be called Church of Latter-day Saints now, I guess. But anyways, so it's getting a little long. I'm about to cut it off here, but I just want to say that the Jehovah's Witnesses. I've literally been spiritually attacked. Not Christian thing. Um, I'm not trying to tell you what to believe. I don't believe anything. I either know things or I think about them. So, everybody's different. You know, yeah. What was so difficult for me is that, like, I didn't feel that way about the Jehovah's Witnesses. Meaning, like, Jehovah's Witnesses felt like they have the only true religion, and somehow they connect that if you don't believe the same as them, then you're claiming that what they believe isn't true. And I'm like, no, I just, like, stay the heck away from me, I don't want to be involved in this. And they were just very abusive to me mentally and physically, mainly mentally, while I was in Jehovah's Witnesses. And then when I was struggling spiritually, quote unquote, that's how we used to say it. They probably still say that now. When it's actually not spiritual at all, it's brainwashing, trauma bond, trauma-based mind control, kind of like, I don't know, instead of me spending a long time trying to think about it, I'll just send you the video if you want to watch it. I still haven't watched it, but there's this lady that said that after like 30 years, it seems like with most people, they wake up to their childhood traumas, and I'm like, wow. So I wonder why my brother hasn't done it yet. He's 5 years older than me. So, anyways, yeah, it was just constantly one thing after the other keeping me under that trauma bond. There's been a lot of death in the family. Not my immediate family, but, like, my dad's side of the family, my mom's, side of the family, my mom. But, I cared because I didn't remember what she did to me. I didn't remember the evil she did to me. But now that I remember, I don't miss her at all. I'm glad she's gone because she literally caused me so much trauma. She constantly suppressed how I felt about things. And she suppressed my father. She was abusive to my father. And yeah, so for whatever reason, even though me and my two sisters, and my brother grew up underneath the same household, they want to act evil towards me, or bad. One sister's definitely straight up pure evil. If somebody takes her out, I won't blink an eye. I'll be like, thank God, humanity is safer. But yeah, that's my youngest sister. I moved in with her in 2007, trying to actually get on my own 2 feet, because for so long my mother didn't care about my education. It was just always this back and forth, never getting anywhere, never getting anything done. It was just constantly complex, confusing, hypocrisy. She was mainly wanting me to serve Jehovah, and I'm like, I don't want to serve this God of y'all's, like, initially, like, then I got brainwashed. The injection helped me forget who I was. Also, the constant hypocrisies, the hate, the love, the trauma bond. So, yes, when I left Jehovah's Witnesses, they treated me, if you can even imagine this, even worse. There was, like, nothing I could do to please them, so I left. I didn't really leave for that reason. It was confusing time for me in 2016. But they've had nothing but hatred for me, because I don't believe the same thing since I left. So I've been since uncovering things about them and exposing them, and now they really hate me. I'm like, well, you should have left me alone from the start of my life. Like, this is what you get. Now I'm exposing all religions and all governments. It's all about control.